This is another video where I take the opportunity to show off everything that I found in my local charity shops over just 1 week. This week I found a bit of a mix. We've got some 1970s vintage items, I've got a good designer find, and it's mostly dresses, so I'll have a quick look at them. Now I'll just jump into them so you can see. Hopefully they all fit and hopefully they all look good, but if not, obviously let me know what looks terrible, but hopefully you all like them all. So first up, before we get into the dresses, I'll show you the accessories that I bought this week, and this week it was just this one hat that I bought. This is a nice 1970s cloche style hat, so it's kind of like 1920s style but with a slightly higher crown. This is actually vintage Laura Ashley, who is always a great find, and I mainly bought it because this blue wool is the exact same blue as my favourite winter coat, and they go perfectly together, and this was just £3. So vintage Laura Ashley, and it matches perfectly my coat. There wasn't a reason not to buy it really. So this is, if we can fit it over the victory rolls. There we go, just like that. It is a little bit bent, but that doesn't worry me too much when buying vintage hats, because you can actually reshape them if you just like spray them with water and sort of either weight them or hold them. You can get them back into shape, so never be put off by that. So yeah, a nice little find, but again, just £3 from my local Zest charity shop, this one. On to the clothing, and first up is my favourite piece, but it's also the bit that I'm concerned won't fit. Out of all the clothes, I think it's the only one there's a possibility it might be a bit small. So we're kind of hoping and praying, because it is this beautiful 1960s suit. It's got a little bolero jacket with a matching shift dress underneath, and it's got this lovely like cut out back, and it's just really well made. It's also pattern matched, and even on the lining they've got sort of a little lace edging and things, and it just feels really good quality. It's original 1960s. It has a really unusual label which I've never seen on vintage clothing before, which is, instead of putting an actual label in, they've printed the company details on the dress protector. So underneath each armpit you have these little dress protectors to catch your sweat. Very appreciated. And they've actually just stamped all their details on there. It's quite faded, so you probably won't be able to see it on camera, but I've never seen that done before. In all my years collecting vintage clothing, that's the first dress protector label I've seen, but it's in German and I can't read it, so I don't know too much about where these ones were made. The main reason I'm worried it won't fit is because the lining has absolutely no give in it at all, and somebody's actually put on a patch of matching fabric, so there's no like split to allow for any kind of movement in the lining, and I do have quite big hips for my dress size, so we're a little bit worried about it, but it is beautiful. I love this cutout back so much, and it's so well made. I love that it's still got its jacket. I love finding matching stuff. So we're hoping it fits. This one was £12 for dress and jacket from one of my favourite charity shops, Emmaus, here in Ipswich. So let's give it a go and hope for the best. Well, so annoyingly close to fitting. This beautiful 1960s suit. It probably doesn't look too bad from the front, but as I feared, the lining does not fit and is currently all bunched up here. So there's probably a bit of an issue going on with the butt, where the lining is just kind of all in one space and I can't pull it down any further. Which is really annoying, because it probably means it's like ½ centimetre off fitting, which is kind of more annoying than it not fitting at all, because it's so close, and it kind of doesn't feel too bad because the lining doesn't fit. It's all like bunching up in weird places. So I think I'm going to hold on to it, hang it in the wardrobe, and hope that I lose like a centimetre of fat off my butt, and then it will fit perfectly. Because other than that issue with the lining, the rest of it fits amazingly. I still love the little back detailing. It's a really cute little set. I have other sets with little ball rolls. I don't tend to wear them too much, but I always love having them, and they always look great in little vintage pictures. So this one's so close, and hopefully by summer maybe it'll fit. I mean, there's no reason I'm not going to start working out or anything. I'm going to keep on eating rubbish, so it probably won't magically fit, but we can hope and pray. Next up we have a dress from the 1970s, and I have actually realised that I've got a dress from the 60s, 70s, 80s and 90s. So we're covering 4 decades in this video. But this 1970s one is very stereotypical 1970s. It's this little green sort of A-line shift dress with cotton trim in the most 70s colours imaginable. Those beautiful browns and oranges. It's got its original tie belt, which is nice. It is a much brighter green than it shows up in camera. It's a really bright green. It's not like acid green, it's like a bright forest, I'd describe it. Again, quite a 70s colour. There's nothing very special about it, it's just a nice like basic dress. As long as it fits well, it will look quite nice. The fabric is not very nice. It is classic 1970s polyester, and if you've got any polyester clothes from the 1970s or remember them, they're not the softest. They do feel a bit crunchy and a bit staticky. This one, it's got labels in it, but it doesn't have any particular make. I wondered if it might be Marks and Spencer or something, but it literally just says polyester, which didn't need a label to tell us that. But yeah, hopefully it fits and it's just nice and simple. It would be a good one for the office, etc. Yeah, I think it was £5 from the Cancer Research Shop. So again, nice and cheap, and just grabbed it because it's very of its period. So that's what we like in our vintage clothing. So we'll pop it on and see if the static ruins my hair, which it probably will. Now for the 70s dress, which fits a bit better than the 60s suit. We've got no awkwardness being caused by any lining. This one was just like a basic dress, there's not a lot to say about it. I think it fits quite well, which was the main thing with this one. The fabric still doesn't feel great. I do think when I pull it off there's going to be a lot of static going everywhere, but 70s polyester will do that no matter what. This one was just £5 and it fits perfectly, so I think we have to call this one a winner. Just let me know if you think the colour suits me, because I don't normally wear bright greens and things, so it might make me look even paler if that's possible. But it fits quite well and it's a nice basic dress, so can't go wrong. So next up is our 1980s dress, and it is a dress by a brand called Frank Usher, who, if you collect vintage clothing or if you're charity shop in the UK, you've probably heard of, because there's a lot of it out there. This dress I have tried on because I did buy it originally for a specific event, and I didn't end up wearing it because I just wasn't sure, so I'd be kind of interested to see what other people think. I just wasn't sure the fit looked quite right on me, but it's this evening dress. Black velvet within like a white velvet drape, and it's asymmetrical, so you've got one white strap and one black one, and it goes asymmetrical all around the back. It's obviously in good condition, things like this don't get worn very much. The white velvet is a lot softer than the black velvet, which annoys me because the white one feels amazing and the black one feels just like a cheap velvet. But yes, I would be interested to see when I pop it on what other people think, because I just wasn't sure it looked quite right on me. I had a black tie event to go to, so I was desperately searching for long dresses, and as is the nature of the world, when you need something and you're looking for it, you can't find it. So this was the only long dress I found in the charity shops those weeks. And yeah, I ended up wearing something else that I already owned, which wasn't quite right for the event, but I just wasn't feeling this. So yeah, let me know what you think. Maybe you think it looks amazing and I made a mistake, but I'd be interested in your thoughts. Okay, here's the black velvet one on. Like I said, I'm not 100% certain on it. The two things that make me not too sure about it is A, I think it's a bit big up here. The waist and hips fit fine, but I do think there's a bit of gapping here, and because of the way the back's cut, it does restrict what underwear you can wear with it. The back is the other thing I don't love. I think the way this ruching is, it makes it look like the zip's not done all the way up. So the zip only actually comes up to this point, and then this is all just open back, which I don't mind an open back, but I think the way it's all like ruffled just makes it look like it's by accident. I do also think the asymmetricalness looks better on the front than it does on the back. On the back it just looks kind of messy, like it doesn't make sense, whereas on the front it's all sort of Grecian draped. So yeah, I'm not 100% certain. Yeah, I'll be interested in other people's opinions, whether I'm being overly critical on this one. So yeah, I'm not sold, but you might think it looks okay. It'll be good to get a second opinion, but for now, I'm not too sure about it. Right, our 90s dress is definitely a bargain, and definitely one that I'm looking forward to summer to get to wear lots. It is this lovely, floaty, completely sheer, floral sort of skater style dress from Jean-Paul Gaultier. And this is from the Junior Gaultier line, which is a bit like how Marc Jacobs has Marc by Marc Jacobs. Junior Gaultier is kind of the equivalent. And I think it's still running. I think they still have stuff, but I checked the labels and this is definitely a 90s one. This was just £8.75 from, again, my favourite charity shop, Emmaus. And it's just a really beautiful print of these hibiscus flowers all over it. I don't really have the right things to layer this with. It will look really lovely sort of layered over like a white t-shirt dress or something. So I'm just going to put it on with a slip dress for now. And oh, I've just realised some pockets. Bonus. Yeah, sorry, distracted by pockets. They're very distracting. I'm just going to put this over a slip, hopefully be able to get the idea of it, but imagine it in summer, sort of floating about. I love sheer floating fabrics, so this was definitely a winning piece for me. And yeah, I haven't tried it on yet because it's definitely a piece for summer. That's the work phone. I'm supposed to be working from home. Somebody else got it, it's fine. Yes, so I'll pop it on now. Like I say, just imagine it with something better layered underneath. So like I said, I don't have the right thing to layer underneath this dress at the moment. So I want you to imagine like a white t-shirt plain dress, or like a white long sleeve dress, or something like that underneath it. And hopefully you can see the vision. But it's just nice and basic and floaty. This is quite a big size. It was cut to be baggy, but it's larger than my actual size, so it's even baggier. I have got a belt because I thought it might look okay, sort of cinched in for a different kind of look. I think if I was with just a white t-shirt dress of some sort, I wouldn't mind it being all baggy like that. I think it would look fine. But yeah, like that, you could also cinch it in a bit more and play with how it's all ruffled up. But I think for £8.75 for a nice little floaty summer dress, a designer floaty summer dress, that's not a bad bargain. Actually, it doesn't look too bad with just a slip on. If I had the right slip, maybe it would look alright, just like this. It's definitely one that I'd want to play around with, trying it with lots of different layers and seeing what it matched with. I think it will go with a lot of things, and like I say, I just want it to be summer so that I can float around in it, play around with what to put it with. If you've got any ideas how you would style something like this, let me know. But I think there's a lot of layering opportunities with it, and I just think it's a pretty print. So again, I think this is another winning piece. The final thing that I bought in this week's little haul was just a nice little ditzy floral skirt. This is a little A-line skirt in this lovely red floral fabric. It's got its original belt, which is always a good thing. And this one was just £2. So we like anything which is that cheap. This is, I'm not too sure if it's 90s or 70s, to be honest with you. The only label on it just says hand wash only, 100% cotton. Not too sure. It's definitely not completely modern. I would definitely say it's either 90s or 70s. but I'm not too sure on this one. So it's just a nice basic little skirt. Like I said, it was only £2, so I had to grab it. And it's the one that will just be easy to wear, as long as it fits. It's going to be the main thing. So I'll pop it on, and hopefully, all being well, it'll be a nice easy one to add to the wardrobe. So here is that skirt on. I think this one's probably a winning one. It does fit really well. It's kind of perfect waist size. There's no awkward baggy bits or tight bits. I think for just £2, this is quite a good one to be picked up. I think it will go with most things. It can be dressed up to be really vintage or just really casual with a t-shirt. I think whatever you put it with is probably going to look okay. So yeah, for just £2, I think this is probably a winning one to end this little haul on. Well, that's it. That's everything that I found in that week at my local charity shops. It's a fairly average haul this week, I'd say. There's some good bits, but nothing I'm super excited about. That's the way charity shops go. Well, that's it. That's everything that I bought from my local charity shops in this particular week. Let me know if there's anything that you really liked, or if there's anything that I should never wear again. It was a bit of a mediocre haul this week, I think. The fun of charity shopping is that you might walk in and see the most amazing thing that you've been dreaming of for years, and then the other weeks you'll not really find too much. So that's what makes it fun. It's a bit hit and miss. This week I found some good stuff, but unfortunately lots of it didn't quite fit. It wasn't bad. I love that Jean-Paul Gaultier dress, but it's not my best ever haul, and that's what makes it fun. Let me know if you found something amazing recently, or if you think some of this was amazing. Maybe you saw it and thought it looked amazing on me. Let me know. But either way, I hope you have a great week, and I'm sure I'll be back again soon with more vintage finds from charity shops, because I'm always out there hunting because I have a problem. So I'm sure I'll see you again soon if you want to stick around, but if not, have a great day.